Hi, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Danny from the Glittered Rose here on YouTube, also over on Instagram. I'm so excited to share these tags with you today. They're gorgeous mixed media art tags that I've used lots of different mixed media techniques. There's collage, and guess what? The little fairies are my own. I'm so excited to share them with you and let you know that I've opened up an Etsy shop, and in the shop I've got collage sheets, printables, and this is one of them. It's called Victorian Fairies, and there's gorgeous little fairies. So if you to buy a set from me, I've got 8 different images in different sizes, and these on this tag are from the smallest sheets. You also get access to all the individual fairies so that you can print them yourself. You can find the link in my bio, and I'll also link it in the description for the Etsy shop if you want to go over and have a look and grab a set for yourself. If you do make anything from my printables, I would love to be tagged in anything. I would really love to see what you create with them. Let me know down below which is your favorite fairy, and hit the like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and let's just jump into it. Okay, so this is the smallest sheet, and it's got 8 little fairies on it. They're about 2.5 by 3.5 inches, and I just think they're so gorgeous. So on this sheet, I got all of them on, but in the packs, I have 2 other sheets, one with 5 by 7 and another one with 5.5, 5 by 3.5. So you get varying sizes all included in your kit, but then access to the individual fairies as well so that you can download them. So I've printed this on fairly thick matte, oh no, semi-gloss photo paper. It's a satin, and it's 260 GSM. Um, and I really like this because it's not too shiny, and it's thick enough to withstand whatever you want to throw at it. So I'm going to cut out a few fairies and then I'll be back. You don't need to see me fussy cutting. So I should mention that I have made kits with A4 and lettersize printables. So if you decide to grab one, just go with whatever size paper suits best. Okay, so I'm going to do tags. I've already die cut them out, and I'm using All in Create's wonderful Tag It Yourself die set. It's my favorite die. I love the rough edges. Um, I think I want to get more of their tag dies because they're just so good. But I like this one because it's quite big. I'm just using a white cardstock. I think this is a Nina Solar White. It withstands quite a bit of liquid, so I like the smoothness of this cardstock. Okay, so I've got my splat box ready and I've stood up my tags. I'm going to use in the spray stains antique linen and evergreen bough. And in the oxides, I'm going to go with black soot and old paper and evergreen bough. I think mixing your oxides and your stains, it works so well. And I think doubling up on the colours, so having one oxide and one stain of the same colours, you end up getting a really nice effect. I'm going to shake these up and I might do that off camera. Okay, so I'm standing this up. I've wet my cardstock and I'm going in with some colours. I forgot that my black soot in the oxide is blocked, so I've grabbed out the black soot distress stain and we'll use that instead. And now I'm laying them down. I really like having a mixture of standing up and laying down because you get 2 very different effects. Now I'm just going in with the splatters of the black soot. I'll dry these off and I'll be back. I've got some new All in Create stamps, so I'm going to use one of them. This stamp set's called House of Butterflies, number 573. And I'm just going to randomly stamp some of these in embossing ink, and then I'll emboss them. I think All in Create stamps are fantastic for backgrounds. There's something about them. I think they're so creative. They're not like anything else either. I think they're a great company. I'm just taking stamps from the set and randomly stamping them. This stamping isn't going to be completely obvious because I will be using Embossing Glaze, which is translucent, but it just gives that extra texture and that extra interest in the background. I love how these have turned out, the backgrounds with the sprays. I think it's, I just love sprays. All right, so I'm going in with Antique Linen Embossing Powder. Oh, well, Embossing Glaze from Tim Holtz. This is something that I really love about the Distress range, is that you can pick a few colors and try to get things that match, because then you can, like I can just pick colors that I've already used, and it's all going to blend well together and look like it's balanced and in harmony. I really do like embossing glaze on things like a mixed media background, because it is see-through. It doesn't take away from any gorgeous background that you've already made. I'll hit emboss this and I'll be back. See what I mean? It's not too much. It just sits in the background, and it looks like it matches because that color is already in the background, and just adds the extra texture and the extra interest. Okay, so I've grabbed out Evergreen Bow in my Oxide ink pad, and I'm using one of my brand new stencils from All in Create, and just going to go in with some extra stenciling. So this is just going to be really light, and it will just add a little bit of interest and a little bit of texture in the background. And because I'm using the same colors as what I used in the sprays, again, it's going to look harmonious and balanced. I'm also going to stencil with black soot and antique linen. This is such a great stencil. I love all the different size circles and the fact that they're not exactly round. They're more sort of organic. I just love it. His backgrounds are starting to look really pretty. It's going to be a shame to cover them up. Oh well, that's what they're made for. I can't wait to see what the fairies look like on top of these tags. I think they're going to look really sweet. I think we're nearly done. And then I think I can call this background done. I think it looks really cool. Okay, so off camera, I've grabbed out a heap of vintage inspired ephemera. This is from Tim Holtz, and I'm just aging them with some vintage photo. So I've scuffed up the edges on this piece, and I'm just going to try and make some clusters. So I'm just putting them together to see how I think that they look. And this is, I probably won't include all of this because knowing me, I'm going to be here forever just trying to get things to look right. So I do know that I want to sew things together to add that little bit of extra texture and interest. But the great thing with Tim Holtz ephemeras is that he tends to do them in colorways, so you can always find something that will match. I might do a lot of this off camera because I'm going to be here all day knowing me, trying to get things that look good. They're looking pretty good to my eye. I'm just adding a little bit of detail on the side, but they've both got a larger image in the back, which I've aged with some ink and done a little bit of stitching. And I'm going to stitch this last tag and then I'll be back. I'm getting pretty excited. I think these are gorgeous. So I've die cut out the solid tag in a heavy black cardstock, and I'm going to glue those down. I'll probably do this off camera. I'm going to use my collage medium to glue it down, and then we'll be back just for the finishing touches. Okay, so I am just punching a hole in the top of these now, and off camera I hot glued down a matte black heart button on each of these. I think that the matte black really suits this. Oh, I'm so happy with these tags. I think they're one of my favorite things I've made, maybe my most favorite thing. I just love them. I love the backgrounds of these, and then the added layers. It's just gorgeous. I'm going to pop some ribbon and then I'll show you the final product all finished. Eek, all finished. I love them. I'm so happy with them. I've just used some ribbon in the top, and I think that they go quite well with the backgrounds. There's like that antique linen in the sprays as well. So it all matches nicely, and we're done. I have to say I had a ball making these. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and remember, check out my Etsy shop if you're looking for some collage images. They're a lot of fun to play with. And be sure to tag me in anything that you do make. Just a reminder, I've got a Facebook group called The Glittered Roses that I would love for you to join. It's only small, but it's growing by the day. The link is in my link tree in my bio, so please join and say hello. And we're all finished. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye now.